At the heart of inquiry-based learning is a question. These can be designed by the teacher, but they are much more productive if the students ask. We should ask why questions are asked, and the answers are numerous, but mainly to get attention, to check understanding, reinforce or revise content, increase understanding, encourage thinking, and develop a discussion. The last 2 points are of particular interest in inquiry-based learning. Bloom's taxonomy still holds a firm role in the art of asking questions. Recall the 6 levels of the thought process according to Bloom. Knowledge is the bottom level, followed by comprehension, application, and analysis. Synthesis and evaluation are higher levels of the thought process. Can you think of a question for either of the higher levels? What are questions of this type assessing? When designing questions, we must consider the answer that we want to receive. We should also plan who we are going to ask the questions to and what we will do with the answer they give. Teachers on average allow seconds for students to consider the question and give an answer. We should allow students to process the question, then design an answer. An effective questioning technique could be to allow students to work with others, to consider the question, and then formulate a shared answer. Recall closed and open categories of questions. We often ignore closed questions and opt for more challenging, open questioning where there are more options of answers. However, closed questions can offer students an introduction to a topic or content. I often refer to them as can-do questions, as most students can offer an answer if the question is well designed. Open questions require students to make links between ideas and apply knowledge. They often demand logical and imaginative thinking, and they often require a longer answer that can lead on to valuable discussion opportunities. A series of well-designed questions beginning with a closed question can form the backbone of a well-structured lesson. Ensure that students have sufficient prior knowledge and understanding to engage in the questions. Provide enough time for students to process the question and design an answer. Ask yourself where your questioning is leading and the skills they are encouraging. Consider the activities, resources needed, and if the objectives are explicit to the needs of the students. Think about the questions you ask. Which levels of Bloom's taxonomy do they fit into? Design a question for each level of the thought process for the children that you teach.